Good morning, church. It's so good to be together on this cozy Sunday after Christmas, Pajama Sunday. I'm wearing my new Christmas pajamas. And if we're supposed to do what Jesus would do, well, Jesus is only 2 days old by my reckoning, and he is probably snugged in very cozy clothes, maybe feeling a little drowsy. And so we should do the same. For your listening pleasure, instead of a sermon, Reverend Kelly, with some help from Rev Kid, and I have made a new story for you, and it's called The Germ That Stole Christmas, and I get to start it. All the people in Berkeley were living their lives, working and playing and going for drives, when all of a sudden burst forth from our phones the news of a virus in worrying tones. It first was in China, and we started praying, but soon it was here and we all had to stay in. And that was in March. We thought it would be a few weeks or a month. You just wait and see. But that tricky germ had another idea, a terrible, globally awful idea to spread around the world from Dubuque to Korea, filling the people with dread and with fear. Our church moved online. We Zoomed and live streamed, and we tried out new things, and we planned and we dreamed. We split into neighborhoods, emailing around to see who needs TP and who is housebound. As the days marched on, we got so creative, from Lego vids and daily divines to songs meditative. The shelter in place stretched from weeks into seasons. We found a deep rhythm and reasons at Zoom after party to keep growing close. We used breakout rooms to share highs and share lows. Our youth showed their talent with cool animation to break open scriptures with true liberation. Our adults came through with stuffed animal stories and singing and silliness and cool testimonies.
As summer rolled on and groups still were not safe, we kept up online and it started to chafe. But we kept finding new ways to be heart to heart, even as that germ kept us 6 feet apart. In August, Rev Kelly joined up with the team and right away flowed with our joyful live stream. There were some silver linings to this quarantine life, like church in your PJs and no traffic jam strife. And though some who stayed home enjoyed the enforced slower pace, oh, how we missed being together face to face. So through COVID and fires and smoke days and heat waves, through long isolation and lazy Zoom school days, we held out some hope for a Christmas reprieve. That we'd be together, we tried to believe. And as time moved on, we'd adjust expectations, swapping out fading hope for another frustration. But maybe we could gather up masked and outdoors in small groups of 15s or just 10s or just 4s. But late in November, we realized this virus had turned any gatherings into something undesirous. Just like the Grinch, it had stolen our favorite parts of the season. How could we save it? But just like the Who's down in Whoville, we found that Christmas is more than who's gathered around. Our worship online was so lovely and sweet, with bits from past years and new things to complete. And we found that our church wasn't shrunken and closed, but open and bigger and now more exposed. Because of this virus, we're now beyond walls, beyond time, beyond space, whatever befalls.
This virus, it tried to ruin festivities, but instead it revealed the true nativity. For Jesus was born in a new way this year, multiplying our hope and canceling fear. Though COVID has robbed us of favorite specifics, it couldn't steal love, cookies, music, singing, scientifics. The germ couldn't steal Christmas because this baby body of Christ has immunity from all the contagions that try to break community. The harder it tried, the stronger our resistance, and we kept on blooming through dogged persistence. Someday, and soon, we'll be through this pandemic. We'll hug and we'll gab and we'll sing so angelic. And we don't know for now how long that will take. So we'll keep showing that virus its biggest mistake. That church isn't just what happens in person. Inside of a building, that's only one version. The virus thought we could be stopped in our tracks, but church turned inside out, and we're not going back. We'll keep on remembering all of ourselves, like the Who's down in Whoville, or like Christmas elves. We'll remember that Christmas and church are so big that even our distance don't matter a fig. Through COVID and conflict and fires and smoke and earthquakes and end times, our church is no joke. We'll sing and we'll pray in person or home, and we'll know God is with us. We're never alone.